Hello, dear students. Today we'll speak about shops and shopping in Britain. Write down the simplest. Shops and shopping in Britain. Магазины и покупки в Британии. As in today's lesson, you should read the text, translate the text, learn the names of the shops, and do exercises. Let's begin speaking about Britain shops and shopping. Number one, leisure activity. We all can say that the British, in the words of Napoleon, is a nation of shopkeepers. They are also a country of compulsive shoppers. They love to shop. It is their number one leisure activity and accounts for around 37% of all money spent in England. After this part, you can say that shopping in Britain is very popular. There are a lot of shoppers and they like the shopping. Number one, leisure activity. You also can see the picture where people love do shopping, and also shopping usually is a hobby of them. The main shopping street in many towns is called the High Street, where you should head for if you want to go shopping. A few small shops are owned by local people. Most are owned by national chains of stores. This makes many town centers look the same. Some towns also have street markets where fresh food and cheap goods can be bought. Away from the town center, small corner shops provide groceries to local customers. After this slide, you can see that a few small shops are owned by local people, and most are owned by national chains of stores. This makes many town centers look the same. Away from the town center, small corner shops provide groceries to local customers. And after it, you can see that High Street is the main shopping street in town. High Street. Pay attention to the picture, the main shopping street in every city and town. High Street, it's so called. And people usually go to do shopping to the High Street and make shopping. Time to go shopping. Peak shopping days are Saturdays and Sundays. It is also in our country. Saturdays and Sundays are weekend and people usually go to do shopping. Shops are generally open on bank holidays. It is of course the rule of Britain. Bank holidays are a great time to shop as there are many sales on, especially around Easter and Christmas. Or usually in our country we also have such rules of sales on, especially around, or not only Easter and Christmas. Before holidays we usually have sales time. The largest shopping center. Pay attention to the picture. Types of shops. At the last year, you might be um, spoke about shops, types of shops, and now let's remember such kind of them. And after it, we'll do some exercises. Types of shops. What kind of shop do you know? You should remember these words: bakers, dairy, grocers, greengrocers, butchers, fishmongers, toy store, bookstore, furniture shop, chemists, newsagents, department store, confectionery, footwear. Please write down. Now let's watch what these words mean. We buy white bread and brown bread at the bakers. Bakers. Булочная. We usually buy to the bakers and buy bread or brown bread or white bread. Bakers. От глагола bake. The follow. We buy flour, sugar, rice and salt at the grocers. Grocers. Продуктовый. По-другому еще переводится как бакалея. In this picture you can see butter, for example, cereals, sugar, salt, rice and so on. И так далее. The follow. We buy meat, pork, beef, sausages at the butchers. Butchers. Мясной отдел, то есть мясной магазин. They follow. We buy fish at the fishmongers. Рыбный магазин. Fishmongers. Рыбный магазин. We buy fruit and vegetables at the greengrocers. Greengrocers – это магазин овощи и фрукты. Овощи и фрукты. We buy fruit and vegetables at the greengrocers. We buy dairy products, milk, cream, and so on at the dairy. Dairy – это молочный отдел, молочный магазин. То есть мы там покупаем молоко, сыр, cheese, cream, сливки, масло, butter, yogurt, yogurt, and so on. We buy biscuits, cakes at the confectionery. At the confectionery. Confectionery переводится как кондитерский магазин, кондитерский отдел. Confectionery. We buy sweets and chocolates at the sweet shop. Sweet shop переводится как магазин сладостей. The customers pay money to the shop assistant. The customers pay money to the shop assistant when you choose your need. And after you should go to the cashier and pay money. Some shops have many departments. They are called department store. Department store, it is a univermag. There are a lot of departments and stores under one roof, and usually it is better go to the department store and buy all what you want. Where do you buy the following things? Now, write down please this exercise. Do exercise. Where do you buy the following things? The first group: apples, tomatoes, and melons. Where? We usually buy apples, tomatoes, and melons at the greengrocers. And you also should write greengrocers. For example, the first, the second, smoked meat, ham, and sausage. The follow: a sofa, a table, and a chair. Tea and coffee. Ice cream, a bar of chocolate and sweets. And the second group: milk, butter and sour cream, fish and crabs, a newspaper and a magazine, bread and rolls. In this exercise, you should match where we buy fish and crabs. For example, you should write down one and choose the answer. For example, the first, to buy fish, crabs. Where you can buy fish and crabs? Of course, at the fish marts. Now, the first and the answer is the H. I'm sorry, I. One I. The second, to buy potatoes, bananas, onions, apples. The third, to buy a pair of shoes, boots. The fourth, to buy meat, sausages, to buy milk, sour cream, to buy tea, sugar, salt, to buy a loaf of bread, cakes, rolls, to buy stamps, envelopes, to buy an armchair, a sofa, a bookshelf, to buy a toy, a puzzle, to buy a raincoat, a skirt, tights, a dress, to buy a book, a dictionary. Купить книгу и словарь. Нам придется идти in a bookshop, то есть книжный магазин. Ответом будет B. Today we have spoken about shops and shopping in Britain. And now our lesson is over. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.